Well, boys and girls, after, I'm going to say it, one of the best transfer windows I've ever done in any save ever. Yesterday, I think it was an incredible transfer window. We now are going to play some football matches with our new club, Gençlerbirliği. Yeah, is that right? And we're going to try and get them back into the Super League at the first time of asking. We've only won one game so far. So, if you did miss the LOLLUJO 2 video today, I mean, the transfer window is brilliant. We've got actual English youngsters in our team, including Jadel Katongo, currently of Peterborough United Football Club, who I hear are quite good, is our star man at the back. And Ken Abbo, on loan from Norwich, is our superstar striker. But we have signed pretty much an entirely new squad. The only people who were here last year, I think Burak was here, because he's the young midfielder we decided to build the midfield around. Abdullah, I think, was here. Yeah, he's come through our youth system. And that's it from the starting 11. So, as you can imagine, team cohesion is not ideal. It's not as bad as it is at Ankara, who, bless their cotton socks, they have got a point now. They've appointed a new manager. I left them with one first-team player. They've had to do even more transfers than I have. They've also had a big rebuild. Believe it or not, they're rock bottom of the league, so I think we're going to outperform them. But our job now, we are still unbeaten, so we're on course for an invincible season. And we have just won our first match. Also, later on tonight, we're going to play our big city rivals, Ankara Gugu. Them lot, the yellows. We're going to play the yellow ones. And if we crack on, we might actually get the match against my former squeeze, Ankara Demirspor, who of course are in our league after our promotion last year. So Gençlerbirliği got relegated from the top flight last year. We got promoted into this division with Ankara, and then we jumped ship to a different club in Ankara, and now we play in a massive egg that has just opened and has a 45,000 capacity. Our current attendance is not quite 45,000. So the ground does look quite empty every time we play a football match. But the big positive is, because we're in a massive ground now, we don't seem to be having the glitch. So without the glitch, it's a much more pleasant viewing experience for all involved, which is very nice. Am I ground sharing? I don't think. Are we ground sharing? I don't remember saying we were agreeing to any ground sharing neighbours. Oh, God, we do ground share with them. So they're not only our rivals, we share the ground with them. I hadn't even noticed. Okay. Egi Arak from Galatasaray. We do need a DM, so I'm up for that. I thought we didn't have any money. Do we have money? We don't have any money. How are we getting someone in on loan from Galatasaray? I love it when the director of football starts doing transfers that I can't afford to do. Makes me feel good. So the window's just closed. We don't get a transfer window. A transfer deadline day thing, apparently. So does that mean we don't get this guy on loan? Seems like that's exactly what it means. Oh, he rejected us anyway. But there was no deadline day. That just passed in one continue. That's a little harsh. Right, where is Bandera? Is he not fit? Why can't I find him? Oh, there he is. No, he's injured still. Okay. So we're giving this guy his debut. Kerem Sen. I wonder if he's friends with the guy we had at Preston. Was that Preston or Spurs? Or both? We had... Was it Ismail Sen? I think we had Sen at Spurs and Liverpool, actually, thinking about it. Or was it Spurs and Barcelona? It was we definitely had him at two clubs. Spurs were one of them, because he was better than Harry Kane. And then I think it might have been Liverpool as well. There's no way to enter an address outside of Turkey. So I need someone in Turkey to go into the club shop, buy me a shirt, and then post it to my PO box. Is what you're saying. Come on, Zoe. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I think there's an argument. He's not really worked out in central midfield for Arsenal. There is an argument if if he were to play left back, you could put Zinchenko onto the left-hand side of the Arsenal midfield, and that might solve two problems in one go. Zinchenko not really being physical enough to be able to defend as a left back, and Havertz not really fitting into the midfield. Maybe you just try swapping them over. Who knows? This goalkeeper's good, isn't he? Oh my word. He's doing the reverse burger from potent attacker to a completely average left back. I mean, having a big boy at left back is never a bad thing. Are this lot quite good? Is that why we're struggling here? Or is it just the fact we've had to swap our goalkeeper? Because this goalkeeper just does not seem capable of making a save. And they don't seem to have put any football ground behind the goal there, which is an interesting decision. It's like watching Huddersfield in the 90s or Oxford. Who else has only got 3 sides? Oh, what is going on here? Really, really awful. He played 33 games in the Super League last year. How can he be that bad? Everything they touched ended up in the back of the net. How many shots did they... Okay, they did have quite a lot of shots, but still. They're not any... I mean, they're down... They were below us in the league before this match. I'm going to shout at them. Oi, more! Right, shall we have a goal, please? Yes, we shall. Lovely. He's good. At least he's good. Deploy the magical Gagan. I mean, it's not magical, is it? We talked about this last night. It's my fault the game's too easy. I got so much stick when we were down at Sports Interactive in the summer as well, because we had our little breakout group sessions, and they just asked for general feedback on the game in small groups. And I opened with it. The game needs to be harder, and everyone else in the room mocked me. That Dr. Ben mocked me for it, for moaning that the game should be harder. The game needs an option to make it harder. How would that work, though? That's the thing. It's a simulation. I think the simulation just needs to be harder. Oh, here we go, look. Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho! Our goalkeeper's going to be out for a couple of months because he's broken his hand. How important is a hand to a goalkeeper? The coward. Just play with a sling. We're hard to beat, boys and girls. That's the important thing. Eventually, we'll start turning the... Oh, I see. I see. Team meeting, is it? There you go. Oh! You're criticising us. That's going to end really well. Ah, brilliant. Sorry, Kevin Zoe. Oh, God. Oh, God, I've ruined everything. Oh, God. Oh, why did they ask me to do that team meeting? Oh, it's a disaster. Oh. Right. Get me to the clip and climb. Oh, the irony of in the stream where I moan that the game is too easy, I'm going to get fired. I would like to point out, it being morale simulator does not mean it's hard. It just means you have to do mind-numbing stuff like what we've got to spend a few minutes doing now. Oh, bear with me, boys and girls. We just have to put this stuff on here. Can we squeeze in a fitness-friendly? A little midweek win? We're going to. It's not ideal for fitness, but I think in the circumstances, we could really do with winning a game 15-0. We're £1 million in debt. Oh, by the way, Topher, now you're here, got a bone to pick with you. You've made me look like a Wally in your edit, it seems. Someone was there like, Kev said he's improved the finances, but they're actually 200,000 more in debt than when he arrived. They weren't. He just didn't show what the balance was when I arrived. When I arrived at this club, we were 900,000 in debt. At the end of August, we were $500,000 in debt. I improved the situation by £400,000. Yes, it's dropped down a little bit now. That's through no fault of my own. But I improved it by 400,000, and this guy was like, "Oh, it says he's improved it. It's actually much worse." Well, it wasn't though, was it? It was actually much better, but somebody didn't show you it when it was bad. Oh, there's the team look. Oh my word. What are we doing up here? At least it's not glitching out, I guess. It gets worse. Oh my word. Oh, because when I'm recording as well, Topher, there's two versions of the audio that are recorded. You've got the one with all the effects on that goes on to Twitch, and then the one that I use in my YouTube videos, which is the completely raw version of the microphone, and then we tune up the audio, or I tune up the audio afterwards before the videos go out. So it records in both versions, and you can choose the one that you want. Obviously on Twitch, we only have the Twitch version. It's not worth the faff. There we go then. So I would like, rather than, I would like your reply to that comment to be, actually, Curve already has the industry standard microphone and it's perfectly tuned. I just can't be bothered to make it any better though. So we just use this rough version off of Twitch. That's your answer there. This is the moment Topher wonders whether it's worth all the faff at all. I mean, my dream is that one day when Topher has had enough and decides to quit, he quits right at this time of year, just before I have to pay him his Christmas bonus. That's the perfect time for him to just have enough of my antics and give it all up. Topher should quit the day before FM25 comes out. He'd only be hurting himself there. He'd have done an entire 6 or 8 months of getting his minimum payment because no one's watching LOLLUJO 2 over the summer, and then the moment the views come back and the money starts rolling for him again, he quits. That would be the most insane time for him to quit. It would only hurt him. Oh my word, how are you scoring from there? Come on now. Goodness me. Right, I will say it again. For those of you not paying attention, he is a little Filipino boy. So I can call him that. It's fine. Where is he? Where's my little Filipino boy? Can't find him. Has someone had him? Oh, there he is. 5'3". It's fine. Is that a penalty kick? I believe that is a penalty kick, boys and girls. Come on, then. Oh, forget VAR. Come on, let's do a goal. Do a football goal. Oh, and then I can, after this match, remind me to show you what Big Potato Games sent me today. I got a little gift. I love getting a little gift. And this one makes animal noises. About blooming time. Come on, Zoe. Come on. Football! Oh, that was a header. Oh, my word. It almost snapped the post there. Right. Now we've won a game. I think we're going to win 5 in a row. We're going on a run now. When do we play Ankara? It's soon, I think. Everybody shoot. Donker's not as good as I hoped he would be. Will short stay ever get promoted to long stay? No, because his name hasn't got anything to do with the length of his stay. Well in, Ken. Goalkeeper, stop fingering yourself. Come on. Let's all move on. We're happy with that as a football goal. There you go, see. Oh, well, did I say goalkeeper? I meant referee was doing the fingering. My mistake. I'm a little bit disappointed that my mooing thing doesn't move as much as I would hope, though. This is fun, though. I'm enjoying this. That's a good thing. Mince or mince. Big cross. Football cross. Into it. Well, you're going the wrong way. Goodness me. Shoot. Ah, we'll have that. Oh, you snapped him in 2. He's broken his leg. Oh, he really is, mate. He's been sent off now. You can pack that nonsense in. Stop making a meal of it. Yeah, see, nothing wrong with you. We don't even get to see the free kick. Right. Please, not another last-minute goal. That would be very upsetting. Oh, it's coming, isn't it? Clear it. Somebody, don't give away the penalty. Clear the ball. Clear it. Oh! Goodness me. Oh, here we go. 93rd minute. Their goalkeeper's forward. Shoot, not you. Oh, my word. If he'd have scored an overhead kick from there, I'm going to bed. That would have been awful. This like we're top of the league, second in the league going into this. That's a very, very good result. Domino, that's what it looked like. It had stripes on. Domino's brings back its Christmas pizza. Turkey, sage and onion, bacon, sausage, and it did have cranberry sauce. I didn't taste the cranberry sauce at all. But that was it. It was actually quite nice. I quite enjoyed it. I would give that a solid 4 out of 10, i.e. quite nice. Just below average. Because I give my ratings out of 10 properly. One of my pet peeves, and I'm sure you were all looking for a pet peeve tonight, boys and girls. One of the things I can't stand is when people ask, a Football Manager are guilty of this, when you ask for a rating out of 10, and what they actually give you is their rating on a range of like 6 to 9. No, use the full range. If I say something is 5 out of 10, that isn't a criticism. That means it's fine. It's in the middle. It's average. It's exactly, that's your starting point. You move up from 5 if it's good, down from 5 if it's bad. So yeah, I'd give it a 4 out of 10, which means it was fine. I'd have it again. 4 out of 10 is a solid ranking. You'd have to be below a 2 out of 10 for me to not go back for another slice. I'm really happy with a 6 out of 10, so I'm never going to try anything else because I can't imagine anything's going to beat this 6 out of 10. If the alternative was a solid 10 out of 10, then there's no reason to experiment. But as you rightly point out, there is no pizza that Domino's make that's better than a 6 out of 10. So when they introduce a new one and I look at the toppings, I'm like, well, I like all of those toppings. My instinct is, let's see if it's any good. It might be better. It wasn't. It was fine, but this is our big local derby. We should probably focus on it. I'd never recommend something average. Well, that means there'd be lots of occasions where you wouldn't be able to find a meal if you were out and about somewhere. If I went into Westfield in Stratford with the attitude of I'm not going to have anything average for my meal, I wouldn't eat. And I like to eat. Right, can we have an equaliser, please? We'll take a draw here. Come on, then. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now we'd like the win. Forget a draw. Right, how are we doing? 12th. It's not ideal. Although, to be fair, mid-table is what we're looking for. And we're not a million miles off the top of the league, even. Poor old Ankara, bless their cotton socks. We are hemorrhaging money. My word. My word. We need to get promoted this year. Anything that you have to have a judge to decide who the winner is not a sport. If it's a skateboard race, that can be a sport. Skateboard dancing, not a sport. Just like all forms of dancing. So boxing isn't a sport. Boxing, if done properly, is a sport. If judges get involved, not a sport. If it's a fight to the death, sport. It's a stupid sport because it just involves punching people in the face. A referee is there just to make sure the competitors are following the rules. What about diving then? Not a sport. If it was a diving race, would be a sport. But if the winner is decided based on somebody saying somebody's done it better than somebody else, not a sport. F1 is a sport. It's not, because it's nothing to do with the humans doing it. F1 is an engineering contest. It's basically robot wars. Golf is a sport, yes. Golf can be played in jeans, only by monsters. You can't do it professionally in jeans. Whereas professional darts players do it in jeans, therefore not a sport. No pro darts players play in jeans. It's too restricting. Need a full range of motion. That might be the most absurd thing anyone has ever put in my chat ever. They need a full range of motion to do that. You can literally play darts sitting down. Dooby-doo-doo. The only proper sport is football. All the rest of it's pretty pointless. What about American football? What about it? It's just rugby for cowards, isn't it? A penalty kick. Horse racing. I mean, if you're a horse, that's a sport, yeah. I imagine if there was a horse streaming and having this conversation, they'd be like, yeah, of course it's a sport. It's seeing which one of us is fastest. It's not a sport for the people they're carrying, though. Pervert corner incoming. Here we go. Come on, then. Snooker, obviously not a sport. If you can do it in a pub, it's not a sport. That's a sub rule. Dog racing. It's a sport if you're a dog, not if you're a human. Which I would suggest the best tonic for if you found the last 10 minutes upsetting. Go and find a mirror. They've got loads of them in the range if you need to purchase one. Go and find a mirror. Hold it up in front of yourself and just have a long, hard look into that mirror and decide if this is really a thing you want to be upset about. Because if after you've had a long, hard look in the mirror and decided this is something that you want to be upset about, wow. Oh. We are absolutely running wild at this sport. I do feel like I have to go now. Now I've got caps and bobble hats for 2 of their professional sports teams. I feel like if I were to ever go and see an American attempt at doing a sport, it would have to be one of my KC boys. Woodsy, thank you very much for 6 months. Taylor Swift is basically dating their second best player. Is she, by golly? So she's copying me then. Dolly Parton. I'm only aware of Dolly Parton because she used to be in Hannah Montana. I confess to not really following country music. If you can't grow one, fair enough, although I refuse to believe anyone can not grow a beard. You just haven't tried for long enough. It will come in eventually. 28 matches without scoring for this guy. He's finally got his goal. But yeah, I can't imagine a scenario where I'd want to shave my face every day. That seems like absolute insanity. Right, we're playing Menemen. Which means we're probably going to be playing Ankara tomorrow as the first match of the stream. How long do you think the beard would take to grow back if you shaved it all off? Based on when I massacred it earlier in the year, that was about 3 weeks before it evened out again. Would I ever grow one like Hagrid? What's Hagrid's like? Big and bushy? No, I wouldn't want to look untidy. I like to have a groomed beard. The whole point is to slim my face. I don't want to have it bushing out here and make my face look fatter than it is. Football. My girlfriend doesn't like me having a beard. See, that's unfortunate. Anna's the complete opposite. She said I'm never allowed to shave it. And if I ever have it trimmed too short, she's not happy. Considering almost every man I ever see anywhere now has got some kind of beard or facial hair. Yeah, I worked for someone who wanted me to be clean shaven. Yeah, that was I'm thinking back to a specific job I had where they insisted I shaved. And that was, I think I worked there from like 2000, about 2003, 2004. And since then, never been clean shaven. Come on. Right, come on, let's not throw this away, gentlemen. We want to be top of the league. Told you, once this team clicked, we were going to be good. And one of our 16-year-olds has got his first goal. Do I have a baby face when shaving? I mean, I haven't been clean shaven since I was like 22. So we are very close to top of the league, boys and girls. So we're going to pick this up again tomorrow night. We are joint top of the league, and our next match is our old club, Ankara, who are rock bottom. We could end that match with us being top of the league and them being rock bottom of the league, having just absolutely smashed them at our big fancy 45,000 seater stadium.